Hey guys, I want to go over daily review and challenge question day two. And this is an interesting one. We went over a few of these questions that last week of school before our big break. And these types of questions asked you to figure out what two whole numbers and improper fraction lies in between. And so let's take a look at an improper fraction, say 16 fifths. And you want to figure out, well, what two whole numbers is the value of 16 fifths in between? And there's several different ways that you can figure this out. One of the ways I recommend is to actually create a number line. And so I'm going to draw my number line. And I'm not sure how long I need it just yet, but I'm gonna put some whole numbers in my number line. I'm gonna try my best to make each whole number equidistant from one another. And you can imagine this number line going on forever in both directions. But now I want to make some spaces in between each whole number. And this 5 is what's going to clue me in on how many spaces I need in between each whole number. So because the denominator's 5, what that means is we're dividing each whole number into 5 equal spaces. So I'm going to try my best here to make these as equal as I can. I'm sure some of you guys are much, much better at this than I am. Okay, so I have my number line, and let's go ahead and zoom in on it a little bit here. Um, so I have 5 spaces in between each whole number. So really, each tick in between each whole number is representing 1/5. So this would be 1/5, and this would be 2/5, and 3/5, 4/5, and one whole we know would be equal to 5/5. Not too bad. So let's zoom out again, and this time let's count 16 fifths and see where we end up. So I'm going to start out with a 0. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fifths, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, let me try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, that was a lot better. Okay, why did I count 16? Well, my numerator is 16, and that just means I have 16 fifths. And so I want to skip count by fifths on my number line 16 times. So let's put a big old pink dot right here. Try to make it, well, it's not looking like a dot. All right, so that's the location of, I'm sorry, not 15 fifths, 16 fifths. And so now it's really easy to tell what two whole numbers 16 fifths is located in between. We have a 3 here. It's one. You can see it's 1/5 more than 3, but it's 1, 2, 3. It's 4/5 away from 4, so it's smaller than 4, but bigger than 3. So if this was, say, question A on your daily review challenge question for day 2, and it wanted to know which two whole numbers 16 fifths lies in between, you would just simply put 3 and 4. So not too bad. Now, another way that you could figure out that 16/5 is in between 3 and 4 is you could remember that 16/5 is just a division problem. It's 16 divided by 5. And you can solve that problem. 5 goes in the 5 or 16 three times, and 3 times 15. I really want to say 15 a lot in this video. 3 times 5 is 15. And 15 taken from 16 is going to be 1. And then you can write your remainder as your numerator and your divisor 5 as your denominator. And so you see 16/5 is equivalent to the mixed number 3 and 1/5. Well, that tells us that 3 and 1/5 is 1/5 more than 3, but it's not quite 4. So we can tell using division that 16/5 is in between 3 and 4. So this is what you can do. You can use a number line or division to help you figure out what two whole numbers each of the 5 improper fractions lie in between that are listed in your day 2 review challenge question. So again, please let me know if you have questions. Text me, email me, send me an invite to hang out. I'll be glad to help. Have a great night, guys.